Hi!
My name is Muhammad Ali Imran.
My name is Amirullah Abdul Rasif.
We are vet students taking the class Thingking skill under Dr. Sadina Mustaqim in Group 3.
So today, we are going to present about the impacts of inbreeding towards animal.
Come, let's take a look. So, Amir, do you think that we should educate our audience about what are the impacts of inbreeding towards the animals?
Yes, we should.
So, let's give them a brief introduction about the impact of inbreeding that we are discussing.
Let's go. The purpose of this study is to identify the major impacts of inbreeding in different species of animals. The negative impacts of inbreeding in terms of productivity, performance and physical appearance are the major consequences regarding of this method of inbreeding. The data that we receive are focusing on inbreeding effects on dog, goat, cattle and sheep, which are playing the main role in livestock industry, also animal-human health.
To fully understand this study, there are two terms that we need to comprehend. The first definition is inbreeding. Inbreeding is the mating of individuals more closely related than the average of the population or breed, which is mating of relatives. The second definition is inbreeding depression, which is the reduction of the mean phenotypic value shown by a given trait in relation to inbreeding, based on Falconer and Mackey in the year 1996.
There were 10 journals that were used as the base of this study. 2 journals are selected to represent a type of animals. We have selected 5 types of animals, which are goat, dog, cattle, sheep, and also poultry. Each journal will specifically discuss about the impacts of inbreeding in one type of animals only.
As we can see here, the negative impacts of inbreeding were present in all of the animals that were studied. However, there were positive and negative impacts available in the 3 goat studies. The 10 journals that we have chosen reported their studies from various countries of the world. For cattle, it was reported in Brazil. For sheep, it was reported in Iran and Spain. For poultry, it was reported in Hungary and South Africa. For goat, it was reported in Pakistan, Kurdistan and Kenya. For dog, it was reported in France and USA. Based on the data analysis, the goat had received mixed impact comprises of both negative and positive effects from inbreeding. It was reported that there was no significant inbreeding depression in most of the traits, but the other 2 studies by Hunt 2007 and Merritt 2011 reported that there were improvements in several traits. For the other 4 types of animal, which are sheep, avian, cattle and dogs, the results agree with each other. Each study had concluded that the impact of inbreeding is bad for the animal due to the loss of genetic variation, loss of fertility and loss of fitness. All of these negative impacts are because of inbreeding depression by mating of closely related individuals among the animals.
The impacts of inbreeding to the animals can be categorized into 2 categories, which are the genetic results and the phenotypic results. From the genetic perspective, an increase of the homozygosity will directly increase the frequency of homozygotes for deleterious alleles, hence the fitness of the animals is reduced. As results, the phenotypic results of inbreeding will also be compromised. Phenotypic results of inbreeding on reproduction traits include decreased litter size, decreased libido, decreased sperm count, decreased conception rate, decreased survival rate, decreased ovulation rate, longer rebreeding interval, and slower growth. There is a way that can be considered in mating closely related animals, which is line breeding instead of close inbreeding. Line breeding is mating of animals that less closely related than first degree mating. The first degree relatives are parents, offspring, and full brother, full sister should always be avoided to reduce the high inbreeding level. Line breeding is able to set particular characteristics in a homozygous form to develop a strain within a breed that will show uniformity and consistency.
Ways to avoid inbreeding depression. Outbreeding is the opposite practice of inbreeding by mating of individuals that are less closely related than the average population. There are two types of outbreeding in animals, which are crossbreeding and line crossing. Crossbreeding, the definition of crossbreeding is the mating of individuals or members of different breeds. The benefits of crossbreeding include hybrid vigor and breed complementary. The first method of crossbreeding is terminal crossbreeding, which involves no replacement and mating of specific breeds of Zaya to specific breeds of dams. The second method of crossbreeding is rotational crossbreeding. The second one is line crossing. The next type of outbreeding is line crossing. Line crossing is defined as mating of members different lines within a breed. If the crossbreeding involves more than one breed, line crossing is being bred within a breed only. Different lines that are highly inbred are crossed to produce a hybrid seed. Outbreeding will also mask the effect of the deleterious recessive alleles, since the heterozygote will only be carrier of deleterious allele. Therefore, heterozygote animals are more adaptive and possess higher fertility and fitness compared to the inbreed of animals.
As a conclusion, it is undeniable that inbreeding does have positive and negative impacts on the animals. However, the negative impacts of the inbreeding have outweighed the positive effects in every animal that is studied in the previous researches.
Inbreeding depression has deteriorated the performance and health of the animals due to the increased homozygosity in the alleles. So, the problem of inbreeding depression must be solved immediately to ensure that the animal production is not affected.